the Clarion is really confusing, and I get really confused. I wish I had my picture. I drew out a map because, okay, Breyer released their Breyerfest app, and you guys should download it. It's free. I don't know. People with Androids were having trouble. I have an iPhone, whatever. Okay, so this is the first floor. Obviously, it's a mirrored image though because of I'm on my front screen. But basically, okay, so the Instagram meet that I'm hosting is gonna be right there, where it says lobby. See if I can get that to focus. No, of course not. Right above the 100, it's a lobby. And then if you go to the end of this hall, to your right, because it's mirrored, this little black line going down is another ramp. There's this little area, this odd-shaped L. That is the second lobby, as I call it. It's just in front of the two big ballroom area things. So that's what that is, and I'm pretty sure that's where Fox's meet is gonna be, I think. Whatever. Okay, so this is the first floor, and then we're gonna go up, and there's all these, and they do not connect together. Yay, good. And some people ask, like, how do you get there? Like, how do you get in between them? So, like, say you are wanting to go, I'm pretty sure these connect though. Maybe I'm thinking about this part. Whatever. If you're wanting to go to this part, you're gonna have to go through, like, the first floor and then go all the way down, and there's a staircase at the end of these halls, so that when you go up, you can go through these, and then, like, for this one, you go to, like, there's a staircase right here, and you go up, and it goes to this floor. So, there's staircases, like, everywhere, and have you ever seen, like, Harry Potter where the staircases move? That's the Clarion for you. Anyway, so that's just kind of what the Clarion has. I'm not gonna go over, like, every single room or anything, but seriously, download this app if you can. Obviously, if you're an Android, it's a little bit of a trouble right now. I know Canada just got it too, but they have, like, different maps. The Clarion, the Kentucky Horse Park. I'm gonna click on that. See? Lots of areas. Oh, this is actually useful for my video. Anyway, so... Oh, this is really useful. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, this is just a quick side thing. So, when you walk in, see this little building? Okay, so, here's the parking lot. I don't know how to get there, don't ask me that part. Okay, so after this parking lot, you go to this corner, right there, and it's this really small building right there. So that's where you walk in. There's, like, a main entrance. Not that way. This way. There's this main entrance. Don't go to that one. Go down a little ways and around a corner. Nope, nope, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Around the other corner. Around this corner. It's right there. It's really small. So, oh, this also helps with Ninja Pit. Okay, so Ninja Pit, obviously you line up starting at this building. The Ninja Pit line in 2012, I got there at 4 in the morning. I think it was 4, maybe 5, something like that. And I was sitting probably right about here. And there's, like, a bunch of people piled right here, and then it starts spreading out. Actually, no, I was over here. Yeah, I was right here. And I was, like, probably 50 or 20 people back in line. So I was all the way down here. When it was, like, before 9 o'clock, I went to go look. The line went... Okay, so I was sitting here on the sidewalk. Then it goes all the way down here, past the main entrance, through the parking lot, and I'm pretty sure it went all the way to down here. Do you see how big of an area this is? Starting there, and it goes all the way down. That's the Ninja Pit line for you there. Anyway, so you're gonna walk in that little small entrance. Ugh, I'm on the wrong side. And you go through this little thing, there's 2 fields on the side. Now, this is the covered arena. This area right there. So, when you walk in, if you go to the right, the store See, you just like go, God, this is really confusing, sorry. Where am I? I got lost. Okay. So Fluffy is normally right about here, I think. Hold on, 1 second, let me check. Am I in the right spot? I don't think I am. Yeah, that's the right spot. Yep. Ah, yes, yes, I am in the right spot. Okay. There's little pop-up things. Okay, so normally Fluffy, I think that, yeah. Okay, normally Fluffy is right in this little tiny field. Now, there's this huge ramp on this side. Again, it's mirrored. Remember, it's on the other side. And it's a huge ramp and it goes up to the arena. That's where you pick up your special, or your, not special run, celebration model. But the entrance to the ramp is like all the way back here. So then there's this little parking lot. And then back here, see this little covered area? That's the warm-up arena. And these parts are open. And there's horses performing, or practicing in there. And then there's this little ramp on the sides. And then one of them is like split in half and it goes to the store and special run line. So, and then past the covered arena, I'm on the right side again, there's a dressage field. And there's like a dressage area, which is like, that's normally where the food stuff is and all that. There's a warm-up arena, do not mess with horses in there. And then these barns. Those barns are where the actual horses normally are, the main ones. And then past that, it gets really confusing. And I always forget. Ooh, is that the... Oh, yes, it is. Okay, now, I don't know how to get there. I really don't know how to get there. Okay. Okay, it's that road. For the model horse show, a couple people asked, and I know where it is, but I can't really remember how to get there. Download this app. This is actually really helpful. I didn't realize it was, that close. You can't drive through the park. You have to like go around a little bit, so, well, after the horse show, actually, I think I drove through it. I went past the main barns, down this like little road, and it takes you out. It's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, so, here's the parking lot where you started. You'd have to go through this little area up to the top, and that is where the, model horse show is, and also the costume contest, and the celebration of horses type thing. Download this app, it's really helpful. Woo! Okay, anyway, enough about that. Okay, can you discuss how to carry all your newly bought model horses around the park and the Clarion? I'm going to be buying lots of them. Okay, so to carry horses around, a lot of people say, just keep them in boxes, you know, whatever. You can go either way with it, as long as you're careful. Obviously, don't just throw them in a bag. What I do, every year at Breyerfest, my mom actually carries it around for me, and I just go put more in and then leave and come. Anyway, I get one of those, what are they called? Sally? No, they're not called Sally's. The rolly things. It, like, folds out. I don't think it's right next to me either. No. Okay, so it's like, it's one of those handles. It's moving, it's for like moving boxes. You know, the big metal ones, they have this little edge and there's like a big thing and you like put boxes on it for moving. They make small ones. I have a little wire black one that like folds up and stuff. So we obviously unfold that. And then we have like a wooden crate. It's like, you know, like this big. It's kind of big but not massive. And a whole bunch of towels in there. That, and we have a bungee cord. Bungee cord to the top where the handle is, so you put it like around your finger so you can hold on to it. Then, so whenever I buy a horse, I can just go and put it in the crate, and it'll be okay in there because I have a whole bunch of towels, and they normally come in bubble wrap. So I have hair in my mouth. Okay, but if you buy a horse in a box, just, you can take it out or whatever, but carry lots of bubble wrap or towels or paper towels even. Paper towels actually work, I think. Just wrap the horse up again. But I would wait to take it out. Just wait until you get home in the hotel or at least or something. From there you can repack it easier. But if you're walking around the horse park or something, keep it in the box. So then I stack those on top of the crates and then bungee wrap so they stay. That worked out really, really well. That came in so much handy, and it was a little big and a little lopsided. I might get more bungee cords. Anyway, but my mom didn't really walk around to many places. She wasn't going like up and down the ramps. She kind of stayed in the grass areas or in the indoor arena. She just took it down a couple stairs and set it next to her. My friend Marissa actually put some horses in there too. A lot of people really liked it, and a few of my friends used it too. I'm going to be doing that again this year because it was so helpful. So that's one way to do it. You can carry like a suitcase maybe and have a bunch of towels in there and just wrap them as you go. Or you can hold them, I don't know. And then around the Clarion Hotel, that one's a little trickier. You can probably do the same thing, but when you go into a room, just leave it outside. Normally people aren't going to steal it. If you have more than one person with you, just, or set it right inside the door, maybe. A lot of people don't utilize, like, right inside the door. Some people do, be careful. Just make sure you aren't bringing this big bulky thing throughout a hotel, because that's really annoying. So the best thing is, if you're not in the Clarion Hotel, you're not actually staying there, is to give it to your parents, like in the lobby. A lot of parents sit in the lobby, and just wait, and they just send their kids off. Give it to them, and you can come back every once in a while and fill it up again, and then go get more. If you're in the Clarion, just make trips to your room. That's what I'll be doing. How long is this? I think that's a 12. It might be a 3. Okay. We're just gonna act like this isn't taking forever. Okay. So that's a really good way to carry things around. Just make sure to have a lot of towels or bubble wrap. I don't know. Just be careful about the heat. A lot of people will take it back to their car. They'll just like take horses and go back and stuff. But the cars get so hot that I would be really worried about leaving them in there. So that's why if you leave them out, even if they're in that big suitcase or the big box or whatever, you're going to be in the shade, you're going to be in the breeze, you're going to be like in a building, something. We're just going to get a little bit of a break from the heat. Can you talk about the embassy a little? I don't know anything about the embassy. I've actually never been there, but and when I first read this question, I was like, oh crap, I'm not going to be able to say anything. But then I went through Instagram and I figured out what is in the embassy that I remember. And that is the window displays. That is the embassy. Pretty sure. So basically people will just decorate the windows, like the windows facing outside. And they will decorate those and like put a little display up. And it's really cool actually. I've seen pictures of it, but I didn't actually know what hotel it was. But other than the Clarion, I mean, I know there's La Quinta and the Embassy and a room 6. What are they called? Route 6? Whatever. The smaller ones. I know that they're around, but I don't know anything about them because I don't need to go to them, so I don't think about it. Okay. Someone said, what about how safe the elevators are? I don't think there is elevators. Like, I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is a joke, but I'm going to answer it. I don't remember elevators, actually, at all. I know the Clarion doesn't really have elevators. I remember because I have big tubs and I had to take them up the stairs last time. That was fun. And we also got locked out of our hotel room, so I was sitting outside with them while my mom tried to get our key. Anyway, so I don't remember actually having any elevators. I know the indoor arena has elevators, because that's how you get to the workshops. They're upstairs in this little, like the VIP glass rooms that are at football fields? It's those. It's basically those. It just watches over the covered arena. It's like a VIP thing. Okay. So, can you put in some info about the live auction? She said action. I'm assuming you mean auction. Models. The live auction models. Okay, so if you've ever seen those auction shows where there's just a guy with a hammer and he's like, 100, can I get a 200, 200, 300, can I get a 400? Those kind of things. That's what the live auction models are. They're one-of-a-kind horses, and Breyer releases like one for every day starting at some point. So anyway, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, they're really expensive. I've never actually been to the auction, but I've seen like videos of it because I watched the video of the Alborozo, the famous Alborozo. But basically, to give you an idea about the auction models, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, there was a champagne cabinet count. I think it was a champagne, pretty sure he was a champagne, something like that. And he went for $900, and that is the cheapest one I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen one or no, it was like $600. I think it was $600. So it was like really cheap, and that was really cool. Yeah. Still there in my mouth. Anyway, the highest one ever gone is the Sudi Palomino Alborozo, who no one has ever seen since then. He went for $15,000. I'm pretty sure 15,000 and like 600 and something. I don't know. It was the most expensive model horse, except for there was a resin who just beat it for like 17,000. But anyway, no one's ever seen this horse since, so that's fun. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it wasn't recording. So basically there's a range. It could be from like, I mean, I don't think it'll be under 500 on any of them, but it would probably be from like 500 all the way up. So they're really expensive, but it's really fun to go see. I've seen the videos of them, as I said, so they were really fun to watch. But I don't have that kind of money, so I don't want to tempt myself, so I just don't go. Holy crap, is that the Ninja Pit? Yes, it is. Or is that trying to get into the park? I posted this picture on Instagram, by the way. It's not my photo, sorry if it's yours, but yeah, that's the Ninja Pit. That's just the beginning of the Ninja Pit. That's probably about a third of the Ninja Pit. No, probably about a fourth, maybe a fifth, whatever. That's a little bit of the Ninja Pit. Okay. Can you find cheap Can you find cheap Breyers in the Breyer store, and are there booths that sell tack and that stuff? You can find, yeah, you can find cheap ones in the Breyer store. Breyer just is really overpriced whenever they sell stuff, so it's actually better to buy it secondhand. At the other places, there's plenty of booths around the indoor arena, I promise. They're everywhere. So, just look around a little bit. In the Breyer store, though, I don't know if it would be, if you don't go to Ninja Pit, I don't know if they'd still be there, because normally it's just for Ninja Pit. But they normally put, like, boxes of horses that are in plastic bags, and they're not in the best condition, but they're normally, like $15 to, like, $30. I got my Color Crazy Secession, for $35, so, and she was in one of the bags. And those are, like, test models, but I guess you could call those cheap. I mean, there's, like, sale things, there's, like, old type horses, not, like, old, but, like, old special runs sometimes. They aren't cheap, but it's better than second-hand prices if you, want the horse. And the booths around do sell tack. I mean, there's literally everything in the cupboard right now. It's like, I can't really explain it to you, because if you walk in, you're gonna be like, oh, I know what's going on. Like, you know, it's really obvious once you get there. But, there's, like, booths for, like, obviously food. There's a food place. There's, like, Tommy Turby normally has, a booth, and he just kind of sits there, and there's pictures everywhere. There's a couple, like, jewelry and clothes booths. Not a ton, but there's a few. There's a couple painting booths. There's a few, artist resin booths, because I think Morgan Kilborn had one. I think it was her, I can't remember. There's, Sherry Leisure's, and she has those Walter resins that everyone likes. They're $25, by the way, if you were curious. So those are around, and then there's hundreds of horses in the other booths, and it's just like horses everywhere. It's just big booths of horses. So just try to find the cheapest one. If you can't find it, it's probably not going to be the Breyer store, because the Breyer store has like the new regular runs or the extra special run horses, while the other booths might have horses from the 90s, you know, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Holiday horses, anything. What's the difference between the Breyer store and Ninja Pit of Death? Is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference. Well, kind of. Timing is the only difference. They are in the same place, the same stuff is going on. The only difference is that Ninja Pit is like, it's like first come, first serve. So Ninja Pit is when everyone comes, everyone wants to be in there first, get the first models, get the new limited editions. Like, I know an Albarosa was in there 1 year, so that's like, Ninja Pit! But then after Ninja Pit's done, which a few people have asked, like, what time, and honestly, I cannot tell you. I think it's like, it opens at 9, it's probably by like 10:30? I don't know. And if you go to the Breyer, if you go into the park and the Ninja Pit line is full, just don't go to the Ninja Pit. You can go to the booths, like, just go other places. You don't have to go to the Breyer store right away. So, I just sneezed. No. Anyway, so the Breyer store is the same thing. It's just gonna have, like, no Albarosos, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's basically the same thing, just timing. And you don't have to go to the Ninja Pit. It's not, like, the biggest deal in the world, but, if you're looking for certain models, that kind of stuff, I don't know. Where did that thing go? I lost a page. Oh god. Better not have deleted that. Okay, well, I can't currently find that. Where did I put found it. Sorry. I lost it for a little bit. Okay. Now, that was not my main post. This is my main. Sorry, these are so long. I can't even. Okay. Someone said, where is the best place to buy models? Everywhere. Okay. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys, because you're just like, oh, where's the best place to find models? They're everywhere, and there's different types everywhere. So if you want, like, I don't know. Like, I can't tell you. My favorite place is the Clarion, because you can kind of talk down prices sometimes. Okay. What's the best way to store models in the heat? If you already answered this in the video, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't really know. If you're bubble wrapping horses, make sure... Okay, hold on. I have massive bubble wrap somewhere. Maybe I don't. I probably don't now that I said that. Okay. Here's the bubble wrap. Okay, so if you're bubble wrapping models... Okay, so one side has bubbles, the other side is flat. Put the flat part against the model. If you put the bubble part against it, these bubbles can stick to the horse, and you'll have bubble imprints on your horses. Trust me, it's happened, don't worry. So, as I said, I'm probably gonna have towels. I'm not gonna, like, heavily cover them. I don't know, it's really hard. The heat is very, very hard. Just make sure that you stay in a cool place, and that's why I carry mine around, just in case. There's no guarantee. So I'm not really sure. I'm sorry. Don't put them in plastic bags. They will stick. Do not use, like, toilet paper, because that will stick. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else. Okay. Do you recommend taking Breyers out of their box to pack? Or is it safer to keep them in their box and take them out at home? As I said, whenever I get to the Clarion at night, I will open any horse I have, because it's easier, I can pack them better to go home. Granted, my car ride home is only 2.5 hours, so it's not super long, but that way whenever I unpack them, I can just wrap them in bubble wrap, stick them back in their boxes, and then I can take them home that way. Or I can just bubble wrap and put them in my totes, because I'm going to have the big plastic tote boxes that I'm going to put them in. But if you don't have those type things, you might want to keep it in the box for safety. So, what's the earliest time you can get to the Ninja Pit? Right now. Right now is the earliest time. You can go now. You can go stand in line for 9 or 11 more days. Go for it. Seriously though, people I know this year people are planning on going at like 11 or 10 at night on Thursday. So, you go whenever you want to go. Where's the line for the Ninja Bet? I kind of described that. Get the Clarion, or get the app, and I'm actually gonna probably put some posts on Instagram and just like color on the screenshots of where the places are, because I feel like that would help. If you're not showing, can you go to the show and just look? Yeah, you can come stop by, do whatever. Don't touch anything. But yeah, you're all welcome to come by and look around. It's open, there's no fee on getting in. The only fee is to actually show, so. How do you convince your parents to let you go to the Ninja Pit? I don't know. I told my mom that there was $500 horses for $20. So I had the chance of getting them. That kind of worked. Where's the show hall for the youth? It's in the same place. It's in the Alltech Arena. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And it's in the same place as the open show. They're not in different spots. How do you conserve your money? Can you afford to sit down for a while and watch the horses' performance? Yes, of course. You can totally sit down and take a break. You don't have to be going places 24/7. Because I know, like, my Saturday morning is free until like 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna be like chilling and just walking around and taking a break, because Friday I'm showing, that night I'm going to the Clarion and stuff. Saturday I have special run tickets at 2, and then costume contest, Instagram meets on Friday. YouTube meet, shopping, Sunday's another free day, but I have special runs. So yes, you can totally sit down, take a break. If you don't have anything to do for 2 hours, watch the horses. The horse performances are awesome. They are so cool. And I'm so mad because I actually haven't really watched them. I mean, if you're in the covered arena, you can see down, so that's when I watch them. I just kind of stay in the covered arena. But they're so cool to watch. And there's jousting. There's armor. Woo. Okay. And how do you conserve your money? I give it to my mom, to be honest. I give it to her, and she gives me, we like split it. I split it into like 5 piles, I guess you could say. So, Thursday night at the Clarion, Friday at the park, Friday night at the Clarion, Saturday at the park, and then Saturday night at the Clarion. And then anything extra on Sunday, I will just spend on blankets, because that's where I get my really nice blankets, the really padded ones that I use on my expensive Orthellas, which this isn't on him currently. Anyway, these are sold in the covered arena. They're like $20 though, but they sell a lot of stuff. I really like these, so I buy them with any extra money I have. Okay, if you have a 3-day ticket, do you wait in line with the 1-day ticket people, or is it a separate line? I'm pretty sure it's a separate line. Well, no, I think you just walk in. Like, there's someone standing. You go through that little tiny building, and as you go through, it's like big, so it's not like crowded. I mean, there's not like 35 people trying to get through, except for the Ninja Pit. And there's like a little window on one side and a window on the other. One of them's closed. But anyway, that's where you pick up your single day ticket horses, by the way, the little stablemaids. That's where you go. So you have to go there and just wear your wristband at all times and your button. Just have your button on you. So that way when you walk through the gates, they can just check and make sure you're wearing something, and then you can go through. I don't think there's normally like an official check. I don't remember one. Except for Ninja Pit, they actually did go through and make sure you had it. So yeah. Also, if you need to pick up your tickets, if you bought them, like, too late where they weren't mailed to your house, they're in that window too. So you have to just pick them up. Okay. Can you show a horse in the live model horse show if it's autographed on its stomach? Yeah. They don't care. They understand. I don't think they take it into consideration. I'm pretty sure they ignore it. Because it's either they ignore it and don't worry about it, or they add it on to your collectability. But I can't remember which one's which, and I don't know if they do collectability. I'm pretty sure they do. Whatever. Because I know I showed, where are you? Over here. My Bluegrass Bandit, she showed, and she signed. I normally just put a mirror underneath them, like on right here, so that when you do this, you can see through the mirror and see her belly, because she's signed. So, that's a way to do it, because that's probably the safest bet, since they might add it on to the collectability, they might not. So, that's that. Let's see. I don't know if I didn't catch it or if it wasn't in it, but I want to get into the park within only about 20 minutes of standing in line. What time should I go? Probably about 11, 10:30, 11 maybe, because at that point I'm pretty sure the line's going to be a little bit cleared. You might have a little bit of waiting because of other people trying to avoid the Ninja Pit. Saturday, it's pretty much free game. You can go whenever. Park opens at 9 though, so don't show up at 8:30. So Saturday I'm pretty sure it's not really crowded. I normally sleep in a bit Saturday, so I don't go early. So yeah. But Friday I would go at like 10:30 maybe. I don't know if it's clear by then. I didn't really check. Okay. How early should I be at the park? Can we still get in if someone drops us off at the park instead of just parking in the park? Yeah, if you get dropped off, whatever. You just have to go through the gates. I mean, it doesn't matter how you get there. You could walk, you could skydive. As long as you go through the front gates, it doesn't really matter. Which place should I spend my money? The Clarion or the Breyer Special Run, Breyer/Special Run store? Just budget yourself. That's, as I said, I split it into 5. Split it into where you want to go. If you're not going to the Clarion, split it into like 2 days and split it into like morning and afternoon. Just budget yourself. And then that way you can only get what you really want, and if you run out of money, you're more careful about like what you want to buy. You're not just gonna be like, oh, I'll just go get more money. Like, you have to think, and you're like, do I really want this horse? Like, if I really, really, really want this horse, I will go get more money because I have it, but it's like, keeps you thinking a little bit more. Okay. What time does the Ninja Pit of Death clear out? As I said, I don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's about 10:30. If you buy 2 3-day tickets, would you get 4 special run tickets? You get 4 special run options, but only 2 tickets, because it's 2 horse per ticket. But yes, you're correct. If your hair is long enough to cover your neck, is it, or what? What? Sorry, my Instagram people are just like making random ones. If your hair is long enough to cover your neck, but too short for ponytail, should you just suck it up? Yes. What are good things to pack clothing-wise? Good question, after your hair question. Okay, so just remember about the heat, because it is humid here. It is so humid. It is not hot, it's just humid. The difference is, like, okay, in California, it's hot. It is very hot. You get sunburned and it's hot. And the air is hot. I don't know. I've never been to California, but I know that's how it is. So anyway, it's just hot there, and you sweat, and you're gross, but it's hot. But the body, the human body, when you cool down, you sweat. Then the sweat is absorbed, it evaporates, and that cools down your skin. Now the thing is, in humidity, there's too much water in the air for it to absorb off your skin. So you can't really sweat, and if you sweat, you just get gross, and it doesn't absorb off of you, so you're just drenched, and it doesn't come off. Like, it's so hot and humid, and it's awful. So just remember that. It's not hot, but the air is sticky, and it's gross, and it's also hot. So, I mean, it's only like normally like 85 to 95 degrees. I mean, 95 is like hot, but I don't know how it will be during midday, because I know right now I'm 2.5 hours south of them, or a little bit to the side, whatever. And right now it's been in the like high 80s, like 89 to 93-ish. So, it's hot, but it's humid, and the humidity is what sucks. So, anyway, clothing-wise, picking up ribbons, clothing-wise, what I'm going to be wearing, I'm gonna have like I'm gonna be wearing black because that's my color, man. Anyway, I'm gonna be wearing, this t-shirt, tank top. I have a few other ones. I have a romper that I might be wearing, but mostly it'll probably be shorts. I have leggings for one day, which is probably going to be show day because the show hall gets a little cold. So don't bring like a jacket. Jeans might be even a little hot. If you do like wearing shorts, I would probably go with shorts. You would want to be more cold than hot. So if you get cold easily, I mean, you can deal with it. It's better than being hot. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have my hair up most of the time, just to keep it off of me, and I'll probably just put up this part too because it's hot, and if your neck is open, it'll help you cool down, which is also why I have my hair parted right now because my neck is open. Okay, when you find out your room number, can you post it so we can say hi? Yes. I have to call the Clarion, and I'm gonna see if they will give it to me because I'm not even sure if they do that. So, but I'm gonna be making another post in a little bit about. Sorry, as I'm talking, I'm going to my Facebook to get more questions. Anyway, I'm gonna be making a post about stuff I'm selling, my room number, what I'm going to be doing personally for each and every day, so you can kind of know where I am, if you want to know that. Okay, say you have 2 special run tickets, but I only want 2 models. I get both horses I want in the first ticket time. Do you think I should buy 2 more special runs and sell them, or just sell my special run ticket? I would buy 2 special runs, personally, because the special runs, if it costs $80 to get a special run, you could sell it for like $100. So that's, or even sell it for $80, that's like, or $90, whatever. And then try to get a surprise model if you have extra tickets, just as an FYI in my opinion, because they sell for the most, so that could help you out. If you sell just the ticket, it's probably like $20 just to sell it, but you could get more if you sell horses. Anyway. Okay, so so what do you do with the horses you drop off at your hotel? Like, do you go for one day and then go to the next? Or do you leave your horses in the hotel? How do you leave them? Has anyone bothered them before, like the cleaning people or anything? I just don't know what to really do with mine. I don't want to keep them in the car all day because it's way too hot. Okay, personally, I have those big totes, as I said, and all my models are in there. And then whenever I buy horses from like the Clarion or anything loose or whatever, I actually set them like on top of the TV. They have those big tall stands and they kind of look like that, where there's like a space on top. Like that, where there's like a big space, and I'll start lining them up on the top. Whenever you leave your room, just put the do not disturb sign on your door frame, or door handle, there we go. And that will keep people out of your room. Your room won't get cleaned, but your horses won't be broken. So I just do that. I just leave them in the room and put the do not disturb every single time. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Or are you going to make a Breyerfest sales video showing us what models will be for sale? And can we put horses on hold before Breyerfest? No, I'm not holding horses, by the way. I don't hold horses, I don't do any of that. I will be putting a video on what horses will be for sale, but yeah. Really important, where's the thoroughbred room B at? I have no idea. You're gonna have to like ask someone or figure it out. I am so sorry, but I don't know like the whole park. There's plenty of people who would probably know. I just happen to not. Is the Ninja Pit of Death open all day or just the morning? Also, is it just on Friday? The actual Ninja Pit, the actual like event called the Ninja Pit, is Friday morning. Past Friday morning, it's just the Breyer store. It is always open, except for when the park's closed, obviously. And it's not just Friday, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, it's just the Breyer store, it's just a hectic hour called the Ninja Pit. You didn't answer why Brady isn't the best Breyer out there. Shut up, Colin. Okay. Colin is just commenting on everything. Sorry. Okay. Is Colin going to the to be at Breyerfest this year or next. I'm probably going to for the first time next year. No, he is not coming. Sorry. He's not going to be coming because it's like a really long time and I don't want to put him through that. He says he would have fun, but I know him and he would not have fun. Especially at some of the places, so. Okay, so that's all the questions. So now, fun part. Safety stuff. This video is so long. Okay, so for safety at the park, make sure to wear like cool clothes. As I said, don't wear like jackets. You can bring a jacket, but you probably won't need it. You could bring like ponchos. That's like a really good idea in case it rains. You could just have it in like a purse. Make sure to bring water. I'm gonna have like my purse with me probably at all times. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be running around too much, but it's gonna have like water and it's gonna have one of those like electric fans, like the little small ones that you press a button and it fans you. Probably gonna have that. Probably like a rag so that I can get it wet and put it on my neck if I get really hot, because I get hot really easily and it's really annoying. Anyway, let's see what else. Make sure you drink water, make sure you eat. I always forget to, because even at like horse shows, I don't eat the whole day. Like I just forget. I'm so excited, I forget. And so just make sure you eat or get someone to remind you to eat, because I know my mom will keep on me about eating. So yeah. If you do get hot, sit down in the shade, go sit and watch the horses for a little bit. It's not a big deal, just calm down and just sit and cool down for a little bit. Safety with horses, I already talked about that. Taking horses home, if you're flying, you can either ship them. I'm pretty sure UPS has a little booth, there we go, in the covered arena where you can actually pack and ship horses from there, I think. I don't know. Or you can put them in a suitcase if you don't have a ton, but I don't know which one's cheaper, depending on where you live. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. I do indeed think that's it. Finally. So, now, I'm gonna end this video first off, and then I'm gonna do my next video on my events and my day and what I'm gonna be doing, so that you can come say hi and do whatever. So I'll talk about that next. But yeah, this video is really long. I'm sorry. But I really hope it helped, and tell me if you have any more questions. I'm not gonna make another video about it, but I will answer you. So, thank you for watching.